It's a national key point. It's Mzansi Insider. Hashtag data must fall. How do they rob us of all that data? And if you can't win it, create it. Dr. Malenga hosts his own award. And what are the insiders rocking on the streets? It's Rate Your Outfit on Mzansi Insider. Then your weekly sports dosage. And it's a reunion. Well, wait and see. We have Miss Pooh looking back on her Metro FM Awards speech. Benchmark and Ari speak live after Ambitious, and they all shut it down the only way they know how. Right now on Mzansi Insider.
Don't worry, hold up. No gossip gossiping off skinny. Dishing out the truth, so start tuning in. Can't legale. Come, get social issues, this so easily. Giving you the latest news so instantly. Gender we tighter. Keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider.
Namo besis, a patch is a bomb. Artis yaboyik, artis sobalek, I seen down, I seen down. Oh, sizo pumelela. Namo besis, a patch is a bomb. Artis yaboyik, artis sobalek, I seen down, I seen down. Oh, sizo pumelela. Oh, sizo pumelela. Sizo pumelela. Sizo pumelela. Oh, sizo pumelela.
So Angiyindawo hold it down. Jelani nkosenu to shine my crown. Still handling business, those are down now. Carry on in a over. You don't want no problems, no. We want no volume, no. Back then when my money was low, they was stunning on me. Now my pockets too full, drugs ain't gone away, yeah, coming soon. I made no less than 50,000 my quintin mil. Tell your soldiers bring extra ammo when they come my nigga.
Namo besis, a patch is a bomb. Artis yaboyik, artis sobalek, I seen down, I seen down. Oh, sizo pumelela. Namo besis, a patch is a bomb. Artis yaboyik, artis sobalek, I seen down, I seen down. Oh, sizo pumelela. Oh, sizo pumelela. Sizo pumelela. Sizo pumelela. Oh, sizo pumelela.
Sizo phumelela thina sizabambelela noma besibukela phansi noma besihleka. Oh Lord, just have mercy, uthando langempela. We about to die ambitious, bona bathi siyahlasela. Sihamba ngempela, sikushaya ngempela. Umuntu bhasobha uzokhala ngempela. Sihamba ngempela, sikushaya ngempela. Ngithi umuntu bhasobha uzokhala ngempela.
Namo besis, a patch is a bomb. Artis yaboyik, artis sobalek, I seen down, I seen down. Oh, sizo pumelela. Namo besis, a patch is a bomb. Artis yaboyik, artis sobalek, I seen down, I seen down. Oh, sizo pumelela. Oh, sizo pumelela. Sizo pumelela. Sizo pumelela. Oh, sizo pumelela.
I mean, come on. Nyari.
Yes. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. After that performance, I'm ecstatic to start the show, yeah?
I am up for it. Saturday means two things, Mzansi Insider and life.
Yes, and we're about to serve all of that and more. Let the greatness begin.
Yeah, Dr. Malinga Awards, we are handing them out. You get an award, you get an award, you all get an award. Have you ever wondered how they trick us out of all that data?
Yeah.
How they make their money? Well, we unpack that.
Data must fall, that's all
Data
I'm saying.
must fall.
And we have all ambitious in studio today, the old and the new.
But for now, the headlines. This week's headlines on Mzansi Insider. This man just keeps making moves. This week, Black Coffee revealed in an interview that the success of his Superman sample on Drake's Together had drawn a lot of attention from big stars. One of those stars is John Legend, who has asked Black Coffee to work on a remix for him. But it don't stop there. The unstoppable DJ has Usher wanting to work with him. But after listening to the music, Usher's people told Coffee that it doesn't sound African enough. We'll just wait and see what Coffee has next. A frequency of shade, confusion, hiring, and firing has kept Metro FM on everyone's lips. So they kicked it off with a hot new lineup that is sure to make Metro cool again, because we were all worried at some point. We saw Unathi and Glenn Lewis touching out, and the death of Whose Soul Is It Anyway, and welcomed the big dog DJ Fresh, who's leading the breakfast show with the support of Sumizi, Mpuma Boy, and Angie Kumalo. Then they got Masachaba, who's joined Mo Flavor. Just when we thought history is about to be made with LKG hosting with Queen P, but Dololo, she resigns. Then Metro pulls out an even doper move. They bring back the most entertaining radio queen, Dineo Ranaka. It looks like it's about to be a mega radio year. Ooh, South Africa. So, number one's cabinet reshuffle got everyone shook. There was tweets supporting and opposing the move. I mean, if ministers can get fired at 11 p.m. at night, no one is safe. After the action of Pravin Gordhan and the downgrade to junk status by rating agency Standards & Poor, the hashtag Black Monday trended. The hashtag, though, called for a national strike on Friday to get the press to step down. What are your thoughts? Are we overreacting? Has number one lost it this time? Is South Africa in crisis? Or are we just bored? Tweet us. Well, what do you know? All those that have been tweeting hashtag open up the industry is opening. Ba, 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 ba. Mwango is having open auditions today, like now. Like you should probably go after watching Mzansi Insider. The popular soapies shared the news on Wednesday on their Facebook page. Do you have what it takes? Then make sure you go to the auditions held in Thohoyandou. Yes, you heard right. Thohoyandou. If you haven't left right now, then Shem, maybe next time.
Back in Timbala, Dr. Malinga was part of the many artists at the Metros.
So Dr. Malinga, being Dr. Malinga, decided he'll create his own awards and give himself Song of the Year.
Come on now, because we are Mzansi Insider, we thought, hey, I could get created the Dr. Malinga Awards and let him award himself and other artists that he feels maybe should win something.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Mzansi Insider Dr. Malinga Awards.
Hi. What judge Sanbonani. Hi, my name is Dr. Malinga. Welcome to Lingus Entertainment Music Awards 2016 and 2017. You know that we gave ourselves the awards it has, or the party award it has, but again we just said to ourselves that we must also acknowledge other musicians, those who worked very, very hard, those who gave us the front thing on these people, but that beat them music. But guess what? We will start off with the best newcomer. The best newcomer. Let's see the nominees for the best newcomer here at Lingus Entertainment, brought to you by Mzansi Insider. The nominees for the best newcomer are Nasty C, Hell No.
Hell no, hell no.
Amanda Black, Amazulu. Java. Babe Sotumo, Wolo. Moreki, King Monada. All right. I know that you're crossing fingers at home, but guess what? At the end of the day, we also know these songs because of we travel around South Africa. We see these people dominating the street, and the winner goes to Babes Wotumo. Hello, no. So we're moving forward now. We're moving forward to the best hip hop rapper. Bafana ngana ba Rohana, bafana ngana ba Baba Sakataling, bano roa fela. All right. For the best hip hop, the nominees are Kwesta Dakar, DJ Slick, in Jayami Volume 1, Aries Paradise, Anati, Artifact. Last but not least, Nastasia, Bad Hair.
Girl, stay at home. And keep their fingers on their phone. Cause they all friends with some bad girls.
All right. So the best hip hop goes to Kwesta Dakar. Congratulations, my brother.
So shine good.
Ofana bari bezo. No man, guess what? We have to give it to Kwesta. We have to give it to Kwesta. You know, Kwesta Ngutu featuring Casper Nyovest. It was a big song. Many songs. Boom, you know, this guy is just there, man. So we're moving on to music video of the year. Who are you hoping for? I want us to go to Twitter at DR Malinga also. Barking obolele or rena or tag obolele or obata ebe mo the music video of the year. So let's move on. For the music video of the year, the nominees are Anati, Jump.
Tell me what you want from me.
Benchmark, All on Me. Kulichana, One Source. God given. Oh, Mafiki Zolo, Kucheza.
When I think about you make me lose control.
Du Bois, Dope Dream. All right. When we're talking about the music video of the year, we're not only talking about what you can see, we're also talking about what you can hear, a song on the music video. Do you understand? You don't have to maybe go to America so that it can be a best video. At the end of the day, it's all about the song. You must never be fooled there. So the nominees, you also saw them there. So the winner, hey, it was, let me just what a change. Lingus Entertainment Music Awards here at Mzansi Insider. Let me see, okay? The winner goes to Mafiki Solo Kucheza.
When I think about you make me lose control.
The music video is powerful. It's very, very powerful, but comparing to the Mafiki Zolo one, you know, people liked more of Kucheza more than the Kulichana song. It's a very dope song, my brother. Don't be discouraged, my brother, but we have to give it to Kucheza Mafiki Zolo. This awards was brought to you by Lingus Entertainment. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Dr. Malinga. If you can take me serious, guess what? You'll be admitted, my brother. You'll be in a coma because of, guess what? This is all about fun. It's all about fun, but also, again, it's acknowledging other musicians. You guys, please go and buy our album so that it can be the bestseller of the year. Do you understand? Go get an album. Everyone, just buy your favorite artist album. God bless you. My name is Dr. Malinga. Wadijaja. Yeah.
Next, are we going about hashtag Dr. must fall the wrong way? We eat ikotini with our insiders on the street, and Miss Prue tells us the truth. What is life like now? We catch up with Aries and Benchmark.
Keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider. You know what it is, Mzansi Insider.
Now, a few weeks ago, the Deputy Minister of Telecommunications and Postal Services mentioned that data costs the lower-income South Africans 25% of their income. A few days later, there were articles mentioning that this study was from 2013 and was not true to 2017 figures.
All of a sudden, I feel the pressure to also speak like this. Studies then later showed that the high-income household spent more on communication fees compared to the lower-income homes. Point is, communication is still expensive and that the poor are mostly affected by this. Now, ebe status is data must fall so guy. And is this a battle Eritlay winning at any point?
Oh, we're going to continue with those voices.
I don't know. Hi, Tata. How are
Hey,
you?
Tata, how are you doing there? Good morning, Tata.
Good morning.
No, you need to come back with the voice.
No.
Good morning.
Yes.
Morning. Oh, here's his deeper. I think, yeah, we should leave it.
Many data. How do they make their money?
How do they make money? Imagine data is like a soft drink beverage. I almost said one particular one. Imagine they make, whether you make 5 liters of it or 5,000 liters of it, you make X amount because your production costs are these.
Okay.
And then you're going to sell it. But they tell you if you buy a can of this or a 500 ml or 1 liter or 2 liter, the price differs. So you get a unit cost almost, right? Same goes for data. You're going to construct a network, and once you've constructed a network, you're going to create availability. And then what you consume is what you get charged. You get charged for your presence on the network. The amount of data that you actually consume has nothing to do with the time that you spend on the network. So because there's a mismatch between how much you consume and how much time you spend on the network because of the speed and the amount of data you're going to consume, they just decide to charge you on how much you consume irrespective of the time that you spend.
Yeah.
Now, the network stays there, it's live, you get charged per megabyte. And the lower the data bundle that you buy, the more expensive it is per megabyte.
Oh, wow.
The bigger the data bundle, the cheaper it is per megabyte. Think of a 20, 30 gig bundle, it costs you about 5 cents a megabyte. Think of a 100, 200, 300 megabyte, not even a gig, megabyte bundle, you're looking at about 60, 70 cents per megabyte.
Wow.
So there's still some truth to the sense that those who cannot afford to buy the higher value packages will end up actually paying a whole lot more than those who can afford to buy the bigger data packages.
Because this is a network and this is something that's happening across the globe, South Africa, over the past couple of, I think it's been a year or so, where we've been compared to other parts of the world where data usage 1, 2, and how much it costs. And it looks like we're in the higher bracket, for your daily person to purchase. Why is that?
You must remember that until fairly recently, 2015, 2014, the big focus was on voice calls. Yeah, because primarily everyone relied on voice calls for communication. So we regulated the wholesale prices for telephone calls, which then had a knock-on effect on the retail prices for communication costs. And what was targeted was then what was called the interconnection fee, which is what each network pays to the other when you carry calls across the networks. When it comes to data, you're not going onto someone else's network, you're staying on net. So there's no interconnection fee that's applicable. Right? Now you're just paying the network. There, you can only regulate the retail price. To regulate the retail price, there's a regulatory framework that says you must do this study, you must check if the market is competitive, you must then say that the market is not competitive, and then you must say why particularly price regulation is an appropriate remedy to the situation. So you don't have any focus on retail price regulation at this point in time, and the focus so far has been largely on voice calls. If you take any telecom operator's financial results and you look at the trend, they'll show you that from their revenue stream, data is increasing its contribution more and more to the overall revenue that they make in a year.
Yeah.
So they have every interest in charging you as much as they can for data because it's still a big money spinner. That's why you now have a lot of unlimited voice call packages, or they give you 500 minutes for 300 rands a month, where you used to pay a whole lot more for 1 minute of voice calls.
Correct.
And now they're literally just giving it away for free because they're now using the voice calls to get you onto the network.
Surely there's some policy. How do they get away with it? How are they getting away with this?
So you have a government that sets policy, and you have parliament that passes legislation. You have a regulator that implements the policy and the legislation to regulate the sector. The hands of the regulator are tied by the limits of what the law says. So you have the Electronic Communications Act, Section 67, which says in regulating competition, this is what you need to do. And it sets out the order in which you must do it, and it's quite complicated. I could go through it, but the long and short of it is, before they can regulate retail prices, they would need to go and do a market study. The market study is where the complication comes. You have to define what the markets are and then look at whether there's competition within these markets. So defining that market is a challenge on its own, and even after you've defined the market, coming to a conclusion that says retail price regulation is an appropriate remedy is also another issue. Because in pricing telecoms, we're not only looking at what is the cost, because if you're to ask right now, no one can come with an empirical cost of how much does it cost to produce 1 megabyte of data. So it's not only a cost-based pricing model.
So, okay, so they are aware of it, right? And they've also created like these systems where they can have, like, I don't know, if it's Iponsela, where they have free Facebook and free Twitter on the one, and the one has free, I think, WhatsApp. So that means if they can do that, to have those platforms for free.
Where are they getting the money
to cover up?
They want people to be on the network and to be using the network to increase the amount of money they make. So they will make Facebook available for free to some extent, which the free Facebook has restrictions. You can't watch see pictures or videos, but it's a way of enticing you onto the network. Once you're on the network and you now want to see those pictures, you will buy data. And if you can't afford the 5 gig bundle, which comes out at about 27 cents a megabyte, you're going to buy a 150 megabyte bundle, which comes out at 78 cents a megabyte or 80 cents a megabyte.
In 5 minutes.
What should we do to make this data must fall a reality in South Africa?
From a government perspective, there needs to be a political will to change it, which is going to translate into a policy that now enables the regulator to do something. Data must fall is a good movement, but it's targeting a very complex environment. And
a competitive environment as well.
That's the thing. Is it competitive? You know, it's one thing for one person to introduce a new package that gives you unlimited data for X amount per month, but you are limited to a speed of 2 megabits per second. You know, you can only consume so much at that speed. But there's also another bundle where they give you, okay, you buy 20 gigs, we'll give you a speed.
Should we just like all boycott and like be like no more?
Oh, but
that's the part. Consumers don't understand their power. But without a structure and utilizing power of the collective as the consumers, the data must fall movement is pretty much doomed.
Let's come together, guys. Tata, thank you very much for hanging out with us.
Thank you for having me.
Toto, kopa bow tie. Ew. Yes. King. King ne. After the break, Miss Prue talks winning in her career and finally shares the truth behind her Metro FM speech drama. Then sports, them Mzansi Insider way, and a recent benchmark say they ain't worried about nothing.
Keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider. You know what it is, Mzansi Insider. Baba sizana babantwana bakho sasibaqedile ngento saqindezela nezinja zami aphela abantu we
on Miss Prue, then you wouldn't have realized that she's fast becoming a leading force in the DJing world and one of the few DJs to be hitting us heat after heat after heat after heat. Okay, yeah,
yes.
But you guys get the point. Let's give it up for Miss Prue.
Hello, how are you guys doing? Sharp, sharp.
Miss Prue,
how many Prue?
But
Hey, hi. How you doing? Lovely song.
Thank you so much.
Kuluma, sisi show yakho le.
It's so yummy. I'm waiting for him to do these things. Let's talk a little bit about, the past couple of months have been an amazing one. Winning award though.
Yes, I won an award, a Metro FM award for Best Collaboration. And before that, the South African Hip Hop Awards, I won 2 awards as well.
Wow. Did you expect this so quickly, Karinya?
Look, I've been in the industry for quite some time, and in my head I've been like planning, okay, maybe one day I'll win an award or, travel the world, and everything is happening at its own time. So at the time that it's happening, I feel like it's the perfect timing for Miss Prue.
Yeah. When are we getting an album?
Look, I'm still working on more singles. Should it come up to a good album, then I'll release an album.
Yeah.
But I won't release an album knowing that there's 2 or 3 songs that I'm not comfortable with.
Yeah.
So it must be like the way that I've released songs. It must be a hit, an album full of hits.
Wow.
Okay, now you mentioned the Metros. Obviously, I'm going to ask you about it because I'm a guest. I can't ask anything. But when I'd like to thank my 1, 2, and that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for everybody that voted. To God be the glory. I'd like to thank the people that I worked on this track with. Saudi, MT, Java, you guys did an amazing job.
Why didn't you mention the other members' names in Amin?
The 2 weeks before the awards, especially the week leading towards the awards, there was just a whole lot of drama. There was, people leaving Ambitious and people were calling us names and it was just going back and forth. So I felt as though on the night it would be safe for me not to mention certain things because I didn't know how it's going to turn out.
Does it irritate you? Every time you mention Miss Prue from Ambitious, then the whole discussion becomes about what's happening in Ambitious and stops becoming about Miss Prue. As an artist and a person who's in that record label, who's still there, does it irritate you? To a certain extent, obviously it does because we are, for instance, let's say we're here for Miss Prue. Yeah. Now Miss Prue, I have to talk about other stuff as well. So I try to stray away from talking about everything else and try to bring back the interview to being about Miss Prue. So that's what I've been learning for the past couple of weeks because it's been hectic.
Yeah. Let's talk about Miss Prue. How have you found your space in this industry?
It took a while, I don't want to lie. When I learned how to DJ, I researched a school and I came across Fuse Academy. So I joined Fuse Academy knowing exactly what my initial plan was to get Uzinhle to be my mentor. Of which I did so well at the school, then she became my mentor.
Nice.
So everything was working out the way I had thought it would. Then after that, she taught me a lot about the industry. Then we parted ways because she said to me, you know what, you are in my shadow too much and people won't see Miss Prue. So go out and do Miss Prue. So I went out and I did Miss Prue and I got recognized by Ambitious Entertainment, which just made everything a bit easier and lighter for Miss Prue. So everything is just going actually according to my plan.
Yeah. So I'm going to see Miss Prue with other artists apart from Ambitious artists.
You know what's the thing with Ambitious? They always get artists that are raw and fresh and something that you've never seen before. So for me to work with them, it's something different. Like I've always wanted to work with Ubusi and then there was Amanda Black. I've always wanted to work with your other big hip hop guys and then there's like fresh underground talent, your MTs and your Saudis. So I feel like I'm in a good space where I can help unleash new talent as well, which gives me a good footing as well. You know what I mean? So right now I'm good helping unleash new talent. If there is someone that I'd love to work with, okay, besides Rory, because we're here, I'd love to work with. I'd love to work with Tiwa Savage as well. I want to work with people outside of South Africa just to bridge the gap between here and.
Is that a space you want to get into, like the whole continent? Because everyone is trying to get into the continent now. That's the trend. Do you see yourself there as Miss Prue?
Definitely, I do. I do see myself working with an international artist. I always think to myself, oh, Beyonce.
Why not? Why not?
Let her give birth to her twins and then, you know, go live
when she's done.
For the next month with you.
She's been sending me WhatsApps I've been ignoring because I don't want to bother her. You know what I mean?
No,
It's
come on,
you know.
I want to talk about the video because when it comes to the video steez, you guys are like proper, you know.
Yeah.
You always put the other one, Elizabeth Marie. Go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pumela is targeting xenophobia, a topic that's quite big, racism, you know, homophobic attacks. Why that route? You guys trended? Were you expecting that?
For a bit, yes, I was, because those are the things that are happening currently.
Yeah.
The people being alienated because they are a certain. They love hanging out with a certain partner, if I may say so.
Yeah.
And there are people that are being alienated because they are from a different country, you know what I mean? And being there's a whole lot of crime around those things. So we felt that, you know what, let's put all of those into a video and just raise awareness.
Are we gonna get a video for Ugesi though?
You will.
Yes.
Right now it's just time for Pumelela. Then after that, obviously after some time, then Ugesi will drop.
Cool.
Miss Prue, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us, beautiful.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Finally, I'm sitting on the earth.
Yes, come on.
You know what I mean? She finally met, guys. Miss Prue, Miss Prue also go violent, just putting it out there for the last time, just in case you didn't hear it.
Oh, Anipori. After the break, insiders rate their fashion on the streets. What have they been up to? How is the hustle? And what's their big success stories? It's a recent benchmark. Next.
Keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider. You know what it is, Mzansi Insider.
Welcome back to Mzansi Insider. Now the show's offerings don't end here. Here's this week's dose of sports. Ricky says what game for my boy.
After some time of no action because of the international window where Bafana played 2 friendlies against Guinea-Bissau and Angola, we're now on to some cup competition in the Premier League with the Nedbank Cup having entered its round of 16. You can, of course, catch some of the action live right here on SABC1. Moving on to Formula One. Now, after losing the first race of the season in Australia, Lewis Hamilton has vowed to beat Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel to the title. Tomorrow, he will have to prove himself in the Chinese Grand Prix out in Shanghai so that we all know that he has what it takes to put Mercedes back on the match. And of course, Formula One lovers are also hoping for a genuine rivalry between Mercedes and Ferrari again. If you're old enough, you've probably heard the song Get Funky by Bob Mabena. Well, Double HP has decided to do a 2017 remake of the song. And this time around, he's included Tiko Modise and Kermit Erasmus, who are spitting bars. And I must say they're doing a very good job on that. But you also have Yeye Letsulonyane on the hook. About that, I'm not sure.
Now in studio we have amazing young men who are creating paths for themselves, are going against the status quo and are really creating history. And they are special people for today. I'm talking about none other than Benchmark as well as A-Reece. Joining us in studio, Pere.
Yeah.
Lumnat.
Too much. What's up?
Thank you, Rory, for letting the whole world know where they're from. Gents, you guys are doing some crazy things. New leaf, new life.
Yeah.
First things first, what's the energy like? What space are you guys in right now?
I mean, there's a lot of freedom, you know what I mean? We doing what we want to do right now, whenever we want to do it. So everything is just us, you know what I mean? We can put the feeling into the music and, you know, like doing something for someone, you know what I mean? So right now the music is us, you know what I mean? If it's really whack, then it's us who are really whack. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are rappers, and obviously within the rapping space, there's a culture of, you know, there's a culture of beef, there's a culture of speaking your mind, there's a culture of stepping out and doing things differently. A-Reece, let me start with you, because you're by yourself. You guys are like a duo. You got each other's backs. You going in as A-Reece. Like Murana said, what frame of mind are you in? Are you ready for the game now?
Yeah, I mean, I like to think so. I mean, I have an album out.
Yeah.
You know, it was well received. Been doing this like since 2014 now. You know what I mean? I know people, they know me. So I'm ready, yeah.
Straight off the cuff. Sorry, Rory. Straight off the cuff. Obviously, you guys are like, you each doing your thing. With going out solo, right? Are there things where you're looking out and you're like, oh man, okay, that means that the work is doubled up this amount and I need to get this, I need to get that, I need to get this. Is there a moment where you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, or is there a moment where you're feeling like, it's cool, I'm just gonna embrace the freedom?
I think the best thing about this is that like before we even got signed, you know what I mean? We were doing this, you know what I mean? So we learned a lot.
Because you guys were already doing
we were already doing our thing. So we learned a lot that time, and even like during the label time, you know? So right now, like we met a lot of people during the label time. And we meet friends with people that are relevant, that are like important in the background. You know what I mean? So a lot of people are trying to help us, man, and it's dope, you know?
I'm seeing flyers on the social streets of London tours happening. Tell us more about that. What's the deal there? How did you hook that up? You know, and good move. Just when you know you're spitting from something, you're like, yo, yeah. Just when you thought I'm down, I got this. How'd you guys hook that up, and what can people expect?
Well, for that one, shout out to Gesta, actually.
Yeah,
that's all I want to say.
Yeah.
And we got every plug in every city. You know what I mean? Just hooked up a song with Ice Prince too, so you know what I mean. So yeah, man, we're out here, we're hustling, we're doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, just try to recap now. I think I'll be the audience's devil's advocate. A couple of things. Are you still cool with the other guys? I mean, you are still, even though they no longer, they still remain, and you guys are not. Are you still cool with the rest? Because I could imagine those people were like colleagues, right?
But now we don't talk anymore though.
Okay. How good job?
It's like, you know what I mean. Some people are loyal to that, some people are loyal to that, you know what I mean? But we don't have, you know what I mean? We don't have no problem with anybody.
Moved on from them.
Yeah.
What's next? What's next as far as the music's concerned? Collabos, and we're gonna see you guys.
There's Ice Prince there.
Because we already had Ice Prince, and that's exciting. Aries is the things that you are working on in the future as well. What can we expect?
Music-wise?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or is there anything else that you want to tell us?
Coming to that, I don't really like plan for it as such. I don't really like go out and be like, okay, I'm gonna get this dude on this song and I'm gonna go out and push it this way or whatever. I just do it. So I'm gonna work with whoever, you know, like if it makes sense, then let's just do it, man. I'm with it. I'm
Aries,
down for that.
like you're a good-looking guy.
Oh, thank you.
You didn't know? I'm gonna tell you again. You're a good-looking guy. So when a good-looking guy comes together with a good-looking girl on an avatar, we start asking questions. And this is not the first time we call you out on the show about like hot girls. Boyti? Guys, Aries like, music is coming out soon. Okay. Yo, I feel like Aries was trained by Jay-Z. You know how Jay-Z can be in an interview and tell you everything about his music and nothing else except that.
Swipe left, swipe right, swipe left, swipe.
It's all about the music.
It's all about the music.
Yeah,
Amen.
no, and every time that you put out, it's fine. So we see you, homie. We see you. We see you. All right. You know, 2017 is still relatively young. You guys have collaborations coming out. Benchmark?
Yeah.
Do we ever see a solo? I know it's an awkward question to like ask in a duo situation.
Right now that's not like the plan. You know, we're not looking to doing solos or whatever. We just focus on Benchmark for real. Because we really want to do this duo thing like straight up. You know what I mean? Until people like can really understand what Benchmark is about, then maybe we'll think about.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. And more than one thing, setting the record straight. And I think here's Mzansi Insider was super.
And the future, I'm excited for the future.
Wow,
I'm excited for new music.
Yo, guys, this guy after missing it. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. And we can only wish you the best as you guys go out and do you know, and like do it well. And I think that the world has opened up for us. Ain't nobody got to hold nobody down. We'll be back right after this.
One more label try to stop.
Yeah. Did you hear that? It's under the breath, but it's there. We'll see you after this.
Who got the keys to the seats? Oh, Mason.
signs when you see me. I can shut it down if I want to, but she gon' break it down for my chunky. What I say, what I say, what I say, what I say. Put them things in the air. What I say, what I say, what I say, what I say, what. Put them things in the air. What I say. Back at it with another team. New models, same team. Clear bottles, limousine. No sleep, living the dream. God flow, hell of a life. Bravo, we stacking the ride. She wanna die for me. It's the killer swag. Pardon me, I mean have a dad. They blowing on my phone, get my miser. Knew it all along, man. They thought I would buy her. They don't got the hard bars, they just got the science. They just mad at me cause they know I got the minds. Touch like I'm Tebow, zero. Yeah, they know the name so they don't share gazebo. Got your main bed at the crib, oh. If you ain't know, she an info. You can look at me, I'm good now. Mama Zella superstar in the hood now. Got something new for the books now. Top of the whole game, better shook now. Who got the keys to the seats? Throw a make signs when you see me. I can shut it down if I want to, but she gon' break it down for my chunky. What I say, what I say, what I say, what I. Put them things in the air. What I say, what I say, what I say, what I say, what I. Put them things in the air. What I say. Couple of mommies up in the bendo. What you do it for my gang like you send so. I got high flows, espresso. I mean over Black G with a fan home. Double D's, big booty, got a tango. You got a couple of G's, yeah, that's a bank loan. Don't be talking about I gotta be on the phone. Know a couple of mommies that will fill up the dome. Chilling little para, I quiero con cantana. The only pay a nigga know we gotta be Saldana. Got my Cubana, my porta up in my blood. Why I say I'm nice and suara. Still for my Cubana, we can take it to Ghana. La Toriyama can mess with the nigga Lana. Me follow my shala, get it summer for mama. Why I say I'm nice and suara. Got a couple of mommies up in the bendo. When you do it for my Kenya like you send so. I got high flows, espresso. I mean over Black G with a fan home. Hey, so who got the keys to the seats? It don't make sound when you see me. I can shut it down if I want to, but she gon' break it down for my champagne. What I say, what I say, what I say, what I. Put them things in the air. What I say, what I say, what I say, what I say, what I. Put them things in the air. What I say.
Wrecking crew, what I say. Wrecking crew, what I say. Yeah, wrecking crew, what I say. What I say, yeah, what I say.
Hey man, we are always in studio, so we decided there are some insiders who are consistently slaying out there. We decided we need to give these people props. Love this vibe.
Hey, I'm Pindile Mlangeni. I'm an LLB student.
Hi, my name is Kumolesele, and I'm a fourth year LLB student.
I'm Lebu. I'm a DJ and I sell vintage clothing.
Outfit of today, it's just, you can never go wrong with black and a touch of red.
I wanted to keep it simple. I wasn't trying to be too much, and I was trying to look cute.
I've got my black pants, high-waisted, and brown and white leather shoes. 80s theme, plain and simple, and I've got the OG sunglasses here. You can't go wrong.
My today's look, it's for summer. As you can see, it's a lace, a white lace. You can see it's a see-through. And like my jeans are normal, it's just a normal jean. I just did this myself. And like it has some space for wind.
Well, this goes with everything, and I feel like culture is just so important. So I wear it so that people can actually see that I'm Zulu.
I'm basically influenced by the culture, man. The hip-hop culture, street culture.
Comfort is key. Also, you need to know what complements your body, So you need to know what looks good on you, and you need to know what you want to emphasize when it comes to your outfits. So because I'm very petite, I always go for things that fit me well. And then, so it's just comfort, mainly comforts.
80s, 90s, 60s, 70s, 20th century fashion as a whole. That is where I draw my inspiration from.
I think I deserve a 10.
Nah, not much. Probably a 5.
I'd rate myself 10 out of 10, you know?
A 10, obviously. I'm gonna get a 10.
10 out of 10 for a normal day, man.
A 6 because it's not like I'm going out to a nightclub or whatever.
I'm 10 out of 10 too. I might take 11.
On the flip, bars on bars on bars. It's Aries.
Keep the channel locked on Mzansi Insider. You know what it is, Mzansi Insider.
Sivala kanjalo ke ishow namhlanje. Thank you for having me on the show.
Yes, the Squire was great having you.
It was fun.
Shoo, kasama kari bottleneck lidi kati. Ah, this mati hampe missing. Mo try can say miss askabu. Thank you to all our guests for coming through, and shout out to you for staying on the social media and being part of the conversation. Rekwala muna granted. Check out what's happening tomorrow.
Oh, I love how the music keeps calling my name.
Sindingo Nini takes living with HIV in style.
I've been living with HIV since I was 22 years old.
What do men want and what do women want?
Going out, watching a concert.
A perfect night out is any place as long as we're together.
Platform, and today we mix it up.
Mic check. Apex, who let the gorillas.
You heard it. Catch an all-new Mzansi Insider Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. on SABC 1.
Yeah. Rather catch the flu, not feelings. Yeah. You keep texting me the whole time now. Wish I never showed you where I live. You keep telling me you outside now. Yeah. You know that I tell it how it is. You should stop behaving like a kid. I should've known, should've known, should've known. Knew damn well you were the key to your end of the deal. Rather catch the flu, not feelings. But it's crazy how you always on my mind now. I've been trying to call you for a minute. Yeah. Girl, pick up the phone, don't waste no time now. Hey. Baby, won't you stop with the tripping? Baby, won't you stop with the tripping? I swear to God, go fucking hate it right now. Yeah. Baby, won't you stop with the tripping? Baby, won't you stop with the tripping? I just wanna see you go naked right now. Yeah. Know you like me and I see it on your face. Always say you don't know what to say. Know you got a man, I'm in his way. I don't think I wanna take his place. Girl, you just got paid like NBA. See, you got the beauty, not the brains. You don't want this go this way. Better get this shit together right now. Yeah. I light up the gas, forgetting the past. My plans to get all the cash up. You're not allowed inside the hotel. If you ask too many questions, if you ain't down, you can leave. Girl, you know talking is cheap. Squad goes over, yeah, so hot. Nothing can come in between. All eyes on the key. No lie, hit the shade. If I ride, then my bros ride. There's no love in the scene. Different shows, videos, different scripts. Then I'll probably let them hit it. But I'd rather catch the flu, not the feelings.